Hi everyone. So, this is how I draw on mobile. I'll be honest, it's pretty tough. The biggest challenges for me are getting the placement of the eyes, nose, and mouth just right. Then there's the hair. While the shapes aren't too bad, trying to get those smooth, ribbon-like strands without a pressure-sensitive pen is a real struggle. Lately, I've been feeling a bit lazy with my uploads. It's just so exhausting to draw and edit everything on a phone. I think I've hit that wall where ideas start to run dry, which happens to a lot of art YouTubers. I'm actually much more comfortable with traditional art, but recording my physical process feels awkward, and I usually end up messing up the drawing because of the camera setup. For now, please enjoy this mobile time-lapse. You can see I copy-paste the eye because you know how it looks drew it with small screen. Alright, so, after this, I'm gonna start drawing the hair. And, even though it looks pretty weird right now, just bear with me, okay? To try and fix it, I actually used some guidelines to figure out the hair direction. But honestly, I am pretty bad at guidelines too, if I'm being completely real with you guys. It's just so hard to get the flow right on a phone screen. But hey, we are trying our best here. Once I sort out this mess of a sketch, the next step is to fat the lines. Basically, since I don't have a pen with pressure sensitivity, I have to manually go back in with my finger and make some of the lines thicker. It takes a literal eternity, but it's the only way to make the line art look like it has some actual depth and weight to it. Otherwise, it just looks super flat. Then, after the line art is finally done, we get to the coloring. For the shading, my go-to method is just using a plain gray color for the shadows, and then I throw a multiply filter over it. It's super simple, but honestly, it works like magic. It blends everything together nicely without making the skin or clothes look dirty. And, yep, you guessed it, the exact same thing goes for the highlights. I just grab a lighter color, put it where the light is supposed to hit, and use a blend mode to make it pop. Drawing on mobile is definitely a whole different beast compared to paper, and it takes so much longer. But seeing the final result make it kinda worth it, I think. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of the drawing now. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching me struggle through this mobile process. If you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments how you think the hair turned out. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now. Enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, and before I forget, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to keep practicing and helps me improve my art. Plus, you'll get to see if my mobile drawing skills actually get any better in the next video. Thank you guys so much for the support. You know, I was thinking about it, and it gets a little boring just watching a silent time lapse without hearing any of the actual thoughts and chaos going on behind the scenes, right? I hate when art videos feel completely dead and robotic, so I figured, let's sit down and talk about shading without a brush for a minute. When you really think about it, brushing and blending on a tiny phone screen is a total nightmare. Your finger blocks the view, the screen is small, and it's so easy to accidentally smudge the wrong part. That's why a lot of artists, including many of you guys watching, just use the lasso tool instead. It is honestly so much more practical for mobile art. You just loop the selection exactly where you want the shadow to go, fill it with color, and boom, you instantly get those perfectly clean, crisp, sharp cell shadows without any of the messy, unpredictable blending phases. It saves so much time and keeps your lines looking incredibly sharp. But before I even touch the lasso tool or start shading, I always try to take a step back and check a bit of color theory before I lay down the base colors. Color theory is honestly a whole separate beast. I try to think about how the warm tones and cool tones are going to interact under the lighting, because if your base colors don't work well together from the start, no amount of fancy shading or filters is going to save the final drawing. It's like trying to build a house on a shaky foundation. Now, full disclosure and reality check here, I am definitely not an expert at this stuff yet. Color theory can get super overwhelming, and trying to memorize all those color wheels and complementary harmonies while staring at a phone screen makes my brain hurt. So, if you're watching this and you see me making a totally obvious mistake with the colors or the shadows, please be gentle with me in the comments. I'm still learning, still experimenting, and honestly just trying to figure out this whole digital art thing as I go. It's tough putting your art out there on YouTube when you're still improving, but hey, we all have to start somewhere, right? Every mistake is just a step closer to getting better. And, sorry guys for using a TTS voice for this video. I just don't have the right setup to record my actual voice right now, and honestly, it feels a little awkward to talk while trying to record. But anyway, that's pretty much all for this one. If you want to see more, definitely go check out some of my other funny art videos on the channel. I think you'll really like them. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.